And we're back to another episode of The Stuff of Legends, where we discuss the last Dungeons and Dragons session and answer some of your questions. My name is Raghav and I'm your humble DM, and here are the best improvisers you've ever seen.
Hello, my name is Jagriti.
Hi, I'm Christine.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
How are you all feeling after meeting the big bad of the story and you fought the Blitz Queen who kicked all of your butts, and then Bjorn got taken and she also nearly died? How was that for you? I feel like that was like really intense.
I worry about her all the time. I assume that what happened to Bjorn happened to Renee, and I hope that she's okay. Haven't heard from her in a long time. I sent flowers to her family. I don't know. I'm devastated.
God.
The funny thing about the game was that I don't watch like D&D or like I just don't know anything about D&D outside of this game. So I really thought Lich Queen was just gonna like kill all of us. I thought even if they were to take the person away, they would kill us. Yeah. We are hitting so much, but the woman wouldn't budge. Yeah.
It was an exhausting fight, but like something in me just believed it was like the season finale.
Yeah.
It's like, he's not gonna kill us now. That would be insane. So like, we just have to stay alive and something will happen. I didn't expect her leaving. I didn't expect that, but I was just like,
Y'all need to know this. There's no plot armor. All of you can die at any minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, because I thought, okay, obviously, like, you can't just like kill us, but then considering it's D&D, if our health went like, to 0, we would die. Like,
well, we would have gone unconscious and then we had to do 3 deaths. I remember that was some bullshit because I was not like, we were doing really well, then all of a sudden it was like, Now that everyone's played D&D a little bit longer, if like you woke up tomorrow and you had an ability from this world, like what kind of character would you want to be? What class?
Oh my God. What a good question.
That is fun.
what are the options? Like ranger and all that.
Timbo, you're still an artificer, right?
I think so. I think I'd still do that. Although I wouldn't be a gnome. That's just impractical.
Yeah, you'd still be a human. You'd wake up like...
I feel like in any world, magic or no, I would be like, just make me a tree. I don't care. Any tree is fine. Right? I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. Just trees, sunshine, rain, like simple life.
Oh, relatable. Yeah.
Really branching out there.
Yeah, I think everyone, if you gave most people the option these days, they'd be like, I'd like to go live in the woods, but if you could make me like a hedgehog, and I would like to live under a mushroom and drink tea every day. My friends who are now toads can join. Everyone else is not invited.
That's what I was talking to Jags one day. We were talking about like if we could be in any animated world, what would we pick? Yeah, no, any Disney world. What was it?
No, it was like magical world. We were like Game of Thrones. Not Game of Thrones. I don't want to go there. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
Book world, I think it was like a book
like
world.
These fantasy books. So like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Wheel of Time.
Fantasy world, yeah, something like that. We just like couldn't pick one because all of them have so much turmoil, right? Because like Harry Potter has all this and all this stuff, and then in the end we were like, where we want to live in the 100-acre wood with Winnie the Pooh and just be like happy, wear no pants and eat honey all day.
Yeah, I keep seeing memes online where it's like, stop romanticizing the grind, romanticize whatever this is, and it's like those little old illustrations of like hedgehogs and frogs in the wood drinking tea.
I know, they're so cute. Wait, what's the grind?
The daily grind.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that there was a book or a show called The Grind.
There probably is.
That's Tony Hawk's autobiography.
I feel like I've done it in the past too, like in school, you're like, I haven't slept in 4 years. I'm so cool. But now you're like, that was so, what was it?
This is a thing to be sad about. I'm getting pimples because I'm not sleeping.
That's true.
Winnie the Pooh's good. No one requires you to wear pants ever. Like,
even if you wear a t-shirt, you don't have to wear
You don't have to wear pants.
The t-shirt is an expression of who you are. It is not clothing. It's like wearing a hat as an animal, you don't need to. It's just pizzazz.
Okay, let's do some questions. Phantom Wolf asks, question for all of you, how many dice sets do you and your friends have?
I think I just bought my little fake mimic box full of dice. And then we switched over to digital dice when the world collapsed, so it didn't matter anyways.
I thought you had like a ton of dice in there.
But it's just one dice set.
Oh shit! I have a bunch of dice sets, and Andrew just added to my collection because he sent me a bunch of really cool ones.
Happy holidays.
Wow, Andrew. Look at you go.
I don't have any, actually. I don't have my own, but my partner has played way more D&D than I have, and so I can use her dice when I'm here. She's got the healing potion ones, like the red ones that come in the little potion bottles, and she's got a whole treasure trove of them. I got nothing. I just got an 8-ball. My only dice is trapped in this 8-ball.
Damn it.
Which I just realized, I think, is it an 8-sided dice in here? Is that why it's called an 8-ball? Because it is a triangle, and an 8-sided dice is like, has a little triangle faces. I wonder if that's anything.
I have no idea.
Why don't you drain it and find out?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink this stuff like it's a Tide Pod. I'm gonna eat this.
You know, they say if you drink the juice from a magic 8-ball, you gain its powers. So.
Whoa. So I can just answer people's questions.
But only if it's yes or no, mostly. So
I see.
it's a double-edged sword. You know.
Yeah, no dice for me.
None for me either. I just use Raghav's.
Don't tell people we said that. They won't think we're legit. Tell them we have 40 dice sets each. I carry them in backpacks. They're spilling out. It's terrible.
I do love like going to like a game store and picking out dice just because they're so pretty and fun. So I always pick dice based on prettiness.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything else.
They're satisfying to look at. There's some really cool looking ones.
Like, I dated someone for like a hot second in Savannah, and that's who introduced me to D&D. And they had a bunch of dice sets. They would be like, my dice aren't rolling well for me, so these ones are going to dice jail, and I'm going to pull out other dice. And I was like,
Dice jail.
huh, okay.
Oh, see, but okay, I identify with that a little bit. Like, so me, Jags, and Bismarck, our other friend, we play Ludo pretty regularly, and that you use...
Ludo is like an Indian board game. It's so fun, so intense.
Yeah, it's kind of like Sorry.
Well, Sorry is like Ludo.
Yes,
Let's
sorry.
just make that.
Ludo was invented in India, and Sorry is a cheap knockoff. But we play with 6-sided die in that, and so we each have one, but I use all of my 6-sided die that I have, and I use them in rotation because I have such bad luck in that game.
Fair enough. The dice gods, they smile and frown.
Well, I mean, like, and sometimes the dice work so well, right? Like when Bjorn, when she was fighting the Lich Queen and she was about to die, and she said, "Can I just like fall on my health potion, heal myself?" So I said, "If you roll a 20, you can do it," and she rolled a 20. It was amazing. And so she didn't die because she would have died.
It was close. It was dark.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay, here's a question from Alien Castle. It says, how do you get the awesome music and sound effects you use for each episode, and how long does it take to prep a D&D episode?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Andrew makes all the music by himself with his mouse.
It's the bard, Christine and Andrew.
No, it's all from like YouTube. It's all YouTube's like audio library. I will not take risks, so I just pull it from YouTube. Oh, and how long does it take to prep a D&D session? It's different every time because like for this session was a day, because that morning Renee texted me and said I cannot play for the next couple sessions. And I was like, all right,
cool.
we're kidnapping you. So I had to like throw everything out and rewrite everything. So I did all of that in one day. And then there are others that like take me weeks. And like during the pandemic, it felt like it took me a month to do even one session because there was just like so much going on. I was just so depressed all the time.
When you write, or do you have like a flow chart somewhere or a Google Doc, or how do you represent the...
I have a Google Doc where I just like write, like I'll do real quick, I'll write the recap so that I know what I think is the most important stuff.
Smart.
And I'll just write like the basic, like what scenes I think should be there.
Your
like,
plan.
oh, here's where they'll probably go, here's what they'll probably talk about. And then I'm like, okay, if they're in this scene, what are the characters they might talk to? So then I like a few characters, and it kind of goes like that. And
Gotcha.
I don't normally do like write with an end in mind. I just wait for you all to give me a really good line to end on. I'm like, all right, this sounds good enough, we'll stop here. Here's another question. Fable Society asks, how long have you all been gaming together, and do you play other games besides D&D?
We did Animal Crossing once.
Yeah.
Adventure Island. That was fun. A lot less fighting. A lot less.
Oh, we did though hit each other with nets.
That's true.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that secret Hitler phase we went through?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, we played a lot of Secret Hitler. That's true. That was pre-D&D.
We played Catchphrase. I really like that game.
Yeah. And well, Christine bought me Gloomhaven, which is so huge that I'm still learning. It's so much.
And that's the light version.
Oh my god. It's like so much work. I'm like slowly working my way through understanding how it works.
I'm not like the biggest gamer. Like, rules are very difficult for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, people have to explain the rules of games to me 1,000 times, and every time I sit down, I'm like...
I feel exactly the same way, and I kind of have an aversion sometimes to, like, playing complicated games, especially with strangers. Like, this feels like a safe space where I can ask for a reminder, but, like, my brain doesn't retain that info. And then people get frustrated.
I like shorter, fast, like, speed-based games, like which are like fast-paced, like high intensity, because I feel like it keeps the momentum up, everybody is excited, and sort of like games which everyone can kind of participate in at the same time, or like quickly one after the other, so that like there's no like these lulls and all, and strategy-based games I cannot do.
I know Jags is about to say some shit about Risk now.
Oh, Risk is tough.
It's also that thing that Andrew was saying about like aversion to playing with strangers is so true, because some people are they're so like mean about
very intense
games.
about
Like,
them. Yeah.
When we first played Risk, it was like with people that we didn't know that well. And, like we were still and Risk is complicated, man, and like we didn't get it. We kept forgetting how it works, and then at one point the guy said, "This is why we don't play with new players," or something like that.
Wow.
I'm like, oh.
I do really like playing board games with people who are like like-minded, and they're like, we all suck, because then it's just so fun, because you're all sitting around a table yelling at each other, and it's like, that's where friendship is formed, you know? Like,